I know that. Well, I know this, I know that he's my joy. Well, I know that, and I know this, I know that he's my strength. Oh, yes, I know that. See, I know this, I know that. I'm gone. Don't hope, don't know. Happy Monday, everybody. It is Monday and it is 7 o'clock p.m. I hope everyone had a great weekend. My name is Katie Lowe. I'd like to welcome you to Rhythm Flow Radio live stream right here on Meta, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Spreaker. And you know what happens Monday at 7 p.m. It's opinions. And you know my saying, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. You know I got mine. Professor Don got his. And you know Brother Raymond has his. Let me just put them all in the screen. And, before we get the show started, Brother Raymond has to come in and pray. Then we're going to talk about what we did the weekend. And we'll talk about a few other things. And then we're going to get into the meat of the show. We're going to talk about the Walmart store closings, because that's a big topic here in Chicago. We kind of scattered around, but we can come together and share our opinions on certain topics. And our opinions differ on different subjects. But right now, let's bow our heads in prayer. Come on, Brother Raymond.
Heavenly Father, we come to you thanking you for waking us up in our right frame of mind, Lord, allowing us to live to see another day. Lord, we ask that you continue to guide our footsteps, order our footsteps, keep a hedge of protection around us, and we love you, we magnify and adore you. We pray all these things in your mighty precious Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen.
Amen.
Okay, who's gonna start off and introduce himself and tell us what you did over the weekend?
Well, I'll start it off.
Okay.
I'm Brother Raymond, BST, Executive Director, CEO Founder. So this weekend, I had the pleasure of meeting with our old business partner who flew into town from Chicago. We hadn't seen each other in about 4 or 5 years. And so it was good seeing him and his wife. We sat down, we reconnected, and we went about the town and we ate at a few places, and then now they're departing today. But I had a great time with them. I also had a great time watching all the sports, and so I had a really peaceful, relaxful day. Oh, I went to a what you call it, a service thing with my fiance Nicole. She had an event this weekend. I went with her and supported her. But after that, we just hung out with Daryl and his fiance, and we had a nice time. That's what we did this weekend. That's what I did.
All right, Professor. Introduce yourself and tell us about your weekend.
I'm Don Kincaide, uh, Executive Director of Kincaide and Associates Financial Consultants and Chief Consultant to um, Ready Refund Tax Service.
What
This
what
was
what
a
kind of a service is Kincaide and Associates?
financial consulting service. Yes. Um, this weekend was a restful weekend for me because we had a busy schedule trying to close out for the tax season, which the deadline is tomorrow. So I spent most of the weekend hustling and trying to make sure that we deal with the last minute people who are the procrastinators and to keep them from losing their money by waiting to the last minute. So and that's basically what happened to me during the weekend.
Can I ask you a question right quick, Professor?
Yes, sir.
What would happen if they had to deliver your transcripts?
If the Internal Revenue Service had to deliver
Yes,
transcripts,
they had to mail them out, brother.
well, basically, you have to start earlier enough, depending on what you want to get them for. But if it's for filing, you have to start early enough with the transcripts
No, no,
to.
I'm asking you, but it's already in transition, so would that be marked as late or I don't know?
Oh, you ordered transcripts for filing purposes?
Yes, yes.
No, I would go ahead and file an extension um,
Okay,
with discrepancies because it's not your fault if you don't have the transcripted information that you requested the service, and that way your extension should be granted. And of course, sit down to the best of your ability and have someone to look over what records you do have and show that you have made an attempt to put together a file. And it doesn't say that you're going to be penalized if you don't file. It's going to be if you just don't try to file. Then that's the only time they penalize you. So
okay.
if you need some help, just give us a call. We always have
Hey,
free consultation for that.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Look at Katie Lowe looking like a superstar.
I look
Yeah,
just like Katie Lowe.
yeah, yeah,
That's who I look like. I look like Katie Lowe. I just got a haircut. That's all.
she rolling like a player from the Himalaya.
Yeah, from the
Oh Lord,
Himalaya.
I don't listen. I don't know nothing about being no player, but I
Player
do know.
from the Himalaya.
I know a lot about being Katie
And
Lowe.
and then she
I
want
know.
to
Go
play.
ahead, Katie Lowe.
She
I know
want to play it like
72
she ain't got no
years
cap,
about.
man.
I know
Right.
72 years
That's
about
all
being
right.
Katie Lowe.
Yes, she ain't been here. She ain't been here all this time out in the woods and then run into no trees.
Whatever you want to say,
Go ahead, Katie
I
Lowe.
still know a lot about being Katie Lowe.
Go ahead, Katie Lowe. Let's get the
No, we
show
just
on the
Well,
road.
we
my
just giving
weekend
you your
wasn't
props.
good because I've been having some problems with my back, and I probably lifted something, or moved something that I shouldn't have been. So I was kind of, I was kind of laid up the whole weekend with my back, but had to get myself together because I have obligations for Wednesday and the following week. So I have to take care of my health. I'm an old lady. I'm gonna take care of myself. So I spent my weekend taking care of my health, taking care of me. That's what I did.
Okay.
Well, you had our prayers the weekend because I know about that lower back pain. And only thing I'm gonna
Yes,
say to you,
yes.
all I'm gonna say to you is all that old lady thing is whatever. But that's why we men are here. Don't go out there trying to push up nothing. Call somebody. Call
That's it.
somebody.
I don't
You
know,
better
but
call
sometimes,
Tyrone.
Yes, right.
sometimes I'm here in the house, and I don't think I all I know is I done push something or move something, and
Yeah,
that's the wrong thing to
yeah.
do.
Sometimes you don't even have to pick it up, Kate. You can push at the wrong angle with the wrong position in your back, and your body takes. Sometimes when you even bump walking down the stairs, you can bump the wrong way and you get the muscles out of stuff.
Okay, I know you saying especially at your age. I got it. I got the
I
message.
don't add. I don't add. I do not add statements like that, especially when
I'm
I'm
just
talking to
kidding.
a woman. And no,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
no.
Now, there has been so much going on the weekend. I mean, from the young boy that went to pick up his two little brothers that went to the wrong address, that got shot in the head for ringing the
Yeah,
doorbell, to the young people that went downtown to Millennium Park
yeah,
and just acted a goddamn fool. And I ain't ashamed
yeah.
to say it. I mean, that's another show. But I just had to I had to get that up out of my system because it was making my stomach sick. It was like eating a bad meal. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't understand it.
Okay.
Until we're talking about these 4 Walmart stores that closed here in Chicago, and predominantly, well,
Areas of color.
say what?
Areas of color. Let's put it that way.
They were in neighborhoods of color.
Of course they were.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna play the devil today because first I want to hear your opinions. But before we get into the meat of the show, I want to play this video clip. Okay, you know Facebook is gonna penalize me for it, and I'm gonna have to go and prove that this is a video clip that is open to the public because this video clip came from YouTube. And the video clip is, I believe, from Channel 7 News. And you're going to hear the most blackest white man you ever heard in your life. And that's Father Flavor. Okay? And a few other community activists speak. So before we get into the meat of the show, let you hear what some of the people had to say. Let me play his clip.
Walmart shocked 4 Chicago communities this week, announcing it was picking up steaks. Well, 3 days before the stores are set to close, activists called the decision an act of disrespect, and they are urging action to save the neighborhoods.
Look at this parking lot. It's like this every day. Every time I go in this store, it's packed with people.
With one single and abrupt announcement, the nation's largest retailer appears to have sunk 4 Chicago neighborhoods deeper into a food desert.
This Walmart came here with the promise to be a partner in this community.
The stores are in Kenwood, Lakeview, Little Village, and the Chatham Supercenter with a health center and academy at 84th and Stewart.
Since Walmart announced these closures, my office, which is located literally steps from this building, has been inundated with calls from seniors who are crying out saying, where do I go for my medicine? For mothers who are talking about their children and saying, how do I feed my children?
Neighbors and a coalition of elected leaders rallied by St. Sabina's Father Flager are fighting back.
By simply announcing a 5-day notice to all that they were closing this supercenter and training academy without any warning or conversation with anybody.
Walmart leaders argue the stores have lost money since opening nearly 17 years ago, tens of millions of dollars every year. The group counters that the Supercenter in Chatham had just finished a major renovation and a health center that is vital to the community.
Walmart said these stores are closing because they've never made any money. Well, how come Jewel and other agencies stay in our communities and they make money? They talk about theft. Please, Walmart, stop using that stereotype.
The group says it isn't just the customers who will suffer. They say the employees will too.
I remember when this was a vacant parking lot. I remember when we fought to bring this Walmart to this community. I remember when we didn't have any jobs or any places for our kids to work. When they didn't have a place to work, they had to leave our community to find employment.
Others went so far as to call the decision corporate racism that will prompt nationwide repercussions.
If Walmart doesn't invest in the people here, we will disinvest across the entire nation. Everybody say enough is enough. Enough is enough. We will go from Chicago to Indiana to Michigan and every state where there's a Walmart. And the same black and brown people who make this store will be the same black and brown people that walk away from this store.
The fall Walmart, 4 Walmart.
Okay, basically, that's the conversation that was had. Okay, so what do you think before I get in here? Because I'm going to play the devil today.
Well, it's a very clear example of what we call reverse conspicuous consumption.
What?
Reverse conspicuous consumption. We are the consumers. We're the ones who spend the money in this country. $7 trillion in the economy. Walmart is a rich corporation.
Okay.
It could run the store and never even worry about whether profit or not, because people in Walmart buy Walmart stock. When you work for Walmart, you buy the stock in Walmart. That's part of the job thing that goes on with them. But anyway, when they come to the community and get ready to come in, we have to fight for them to come in because they close all the mom and pop stores down. You know, like the super centers and stuff, when they come in, they take over everything. They take over the grocery stores, they take over the health centers, the pharmaceuticals. They got the whole 9 yards in the store. And so, no telling how many businesses in the black and brown community that they ran away that were mom and pop when they put that store there. So now they wait years later and say they want to shut it down. And they come in claiming they're gonna provide jobs and security, and they're gonna eliminate food deserts and stuff like that. But they don't really do it that way. So I really, my opinion is this: corporate America needs to live up to the true meaning of its creed, and that is we take care of our own. American products take care of American people. American corporations need to take care of American people as well, whether they're black, brown, yellow, gray, or whatever color, and with no discrimination whatsoever. That's my opinion.
Okay, but tell me, what is your opinion? Why are these stores? Why the stores said they're not making a profit? So, do you think that's why the store is closing?
No,
or do you think there's something?
No, that's not why it's closing.
Okay, tell me your opinion why the store is closing,
because
so I can put somebody up in your head.
Okay, when old man Walton died, Walmart split. The stock split up, and you could see in their stores the advancement of a lot of people who had been working there. It was based on the amount of time you had spent with the company. Then a lot of black people had been with them working for a long time. Then you got a chance to still start seeing a lot of managers in Walmart being hired and advancing in the company and owning quite a bit of the stock that they had accumulated over the years and never cashed in on. And so the closing down of the stores simply is going to force a stock sale of the people who are employed. Like a settlement, so to speak, at pennies on the dollar, because people don't want to lose their money. And so it's a whole lot of, it's like one of those Trump things that goes on where he buys a company and claims that he's coming in to advance the company, and then he gets all of the profit out of the company and sells it at a loss, and it winds up closing down. So that's what's happening to
You need that?
Yeah, go ahead, Raymond. I'm sorry.
I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Okay, now well, listen. I believe that in 2006, okay, that's when they opened the first store on the south side of Chicago back in 2006.
Right.
This is 2023. Okay. Now, at that time, they were talking about it was a food desert. And they needed those stores to come there. If you think about it, stores like Jewel and Dominic's, they had pulled out of the black areas and left. Okay? So Walmart came in. Now, they stayed there for what, about 17 years? I hope I'm adding right? Okay, about 17 years.
Yeah, 17 years.
Now, if you have a business, you're in business to turn a profit. Now, if you're not going to turn a profit, why be in business?
How can you say it's no
you
profit?
cannot
Though?
be in business just to satisfy the community. You got to make some money. Don't you gonna go in the hole?
Right. So how
If
do
you're
you
not turning a profit, you better close your business or move somewhere else.
how do
Okay.
you lose money when people who work for you pay their money back that you pay them, and they put it back in your company? How can you lose?
When you steal, when you
Yeah.
buy
Oh,
more
so
on the corner than you buy in the store.
so you're saying
Nobody
in
buys simple because I'll be outside with it in 15 minutes.
no, but
Why pay them $239? Sell it for $75.
yeah, and then you write it off of your inventory at the end of the year as a loss.
Okay, and when you listen, okay, you write it off your inventory as a loss. I'm gonna give you an example. Have somebody break in your car and steal some of that musical equipment you got. That's worth a lot of money. Let them steal it twice in 1 year. And be insured by Geico, State Farm, Allstate, American Family. And that insurance premium goes up or you get dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And now you ain't got no car insurance because they done got rid of you.
First of all, my insurance premium gonna be high.
No, wait just a minute. Just listen to what I said now, because I'm gonna be the damn devil today.
That's right.
Okay.
No.
I'm just saying, wait a minute, I'm finna put your business in the street. You drive a doggone Jaguar.
Absolutely.
Okay? Now let somebody break into that Jag 2 or 3 times and get that equipment out there, break some windows, tear out the steering column, do a lot of damage to that Jag. And they have to go to the shop and be fixed. And now they got to place all this equipment. And they get to do that 2 or 3 times in 1 year. Because you done paid that premium up for the whole year instead of paying it monthly. You done paid it up for the year. Now that next year come around, and Geico or whoever say, okay, Mr. Kincaide, we're going to have to drop you. Okay?
Then they're
We're going to have to drop you because you have become a liability to the company.
No.
You are no longer an asset.
Okay.
You are a liability to us.
All right.
We got to let you go.
So then when I become a liability like that for a thing that we agreed upon when they first started taking my money, and they dropped me like that.
Well, they're going to drop you once you become a liability.
No, I don't owe no allegiance to them anymore as a consumer. So that means I'm going to use whatever money I got left to sue them motherfuckers.
Okay, you can sue all you want to.
No, that's what the
you can say whatever you are. You can say what
suing. It's
okay.
For suing. And when people don't do that, see, the scenario you're using is a good example.
I got a comment right here, and I like this comment. Oh, she said, "Grandpa ain't getting it." Listen to the lady. Thank you. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, Craig.
Listen. First of all,
come on with it, because I'm showed up a devil.
It's for what we're not looking at. Well, let me say this: it's for Walmart's closing simultaneously in the Black and brown communities, right?
Okay, come on with it.
That's one. 2, they are highly insured because they took the chance to come to the Black and browns communities.
That's what we're talking about.
3,
I'm gonna cut you up. Come on with it.
3, they got incentives as well, and 4, they got money. They skyrocket. They stock market skyrocket for the COVID. So when they talking about they're not making no money, that don't even make sense. If you go to the stock market, you will see how much Walmart has made over the years and how much they got the lost the gains and lost column too there.
Let,
So now
let
you
me know
say
when you finish.
if they took four stores simultaneously at the black and brown community, that was strategically done. That wasn't just done by they woke up and said, "Oh, we losing, we ain't making no money, we got to get out of there." No,
That's all I've been saying.
But
that's
listen,
why.
let me play
That's
that. I listen to you. I'm finna cut you. I'm
but I
finna.
wasn't finished. I
Go
wasn't
ahead.
finished. I ain't say no when y'all was talking.
Go on and
Now,
finish. I'm gonna sit back and listen.
so they said strategically planned this to take it out of where the black and brown communities. Now let's see where else have they taken it out? Where else have they closed Walmart at? Is it any predominantly white communities? Is there any predominant Hispanic communities that they closing their Walmarts?
Little
I
village,
just okay, little village. Okay,
and then they
so
close one up on the north side.
black and brown. So this is what I'm saying. So this is not just some random where they just lost and they panicked. This was strategically planned, just like you just said yourself, King Lowe. The premiums and they want to pay. No, that's to play the game. What Professor said was absolutely right. You buy the company and you trash that company. Your intentions was to trash it all the time, and that's how they make money. That's how Donald Trump, all his towers are still up right now, and they saying he don't have any money. How he don't have any money? He strategically planned that and did exactly what he done, and that's
Okay,
what Walmart
you
is
just
doing.
going. Okay, you going all the way off. To the
No,
Uh-uh.
no, he's not.
listen. We are talking about retail stores. We talk about listen. Walmart is considered a big box store. You got Target, you got Walmart, you got what else? All of these big box stores. Let me say something to you.
Hmm.
I'm gonna throw something else at you about Walmart. I'm not getting. Ain't nobody paying me for this. This is something. See, I sit down here and I read today, and I read real good. I had a different opinion about Walmart closing up stores in the black and over there on the south side. I had a totally different opinion. I was pissed off at them. But you know what? Those are the same doggone stores that they tore up during the George Floyd's when George Floyd got killed. Those are the same stores that they tore up, and they had no business tearing them up in the first place. Okay, if you want to protest, you can get out there and protest without tearing up the shit in your community. You know you
Yeah.
listen, let me finish. You know you got to shop at those stores for groceries. You got to shop. You got to go to that laundromat and wash your clothes. You got to go to that doctor's office to see that doctor. You got to go to that car dealer and buy your car. You got to use the businesses in your area, and you're gonna go out there and tear them up and then loot. And
Hmm.
then the next day after you wake up, you look around at my area and you're sick. But this is what happened. And then they turned around those same stores that they destroyed. They went right back in the neighborhood, and guess what? They worked with the mayor and they replaced them. That
And
costs
they
money. Wait a
and it
minute.
was insured.
I keep telling you, it's just like if you got a home, okay?
Hmm.
And that home is insured, and it burns down or they tear it down and they replace it, okay? That store it's beholding to an insurance company. It has a premium, and I know that premium ain't cheap. You're not gonna have a business that is not thriving and keep it somewhere. You're just not gonna do it.
Pull up
Now,
some statistics and show where they selling at.
if you
You
have
Show
make
me
a
wait,
that,
point.
Kalo.
I
Okay.
got
Since you
some.
read so good, bring up them statistics. Since you read so good today, bring up them statistics.
There needs to these two need to take a business class. They don't know how business finances operate. Well, you got a point there. You definitely got a point there. Now,
Because
Don has a business. Wait a minute. Don has a business. Okay?
Right.
Don has a business. If Don is not making any money doing income tax, he is not going to do that business.
No, that's not true.
Come on now.
That's not true, Katie. It's
You
not.
just
It's
don't
not.
do them for free.
Well, what's going to happen is if I sit here and agree with you, then I'm gonna say that there's no backup for people in business. So when we go in business, then we can expect to go out of business.
Oh,
That's what business is about, trying to prepare for it. It's called risk and insurance. You were
There you
talking
go.
about a while ago, somebody stole my instruments out of my truck. Hell, 11 still, I got them all insured. And I'm going to get some new ones. And it's my job to make sure I take care of that. And if I don't pay the premium, then of course I'm supposed to lose it. I ain't supposed to keep it. And so if we sit here and bounce, now that ain't got nothing to do with Walmart, because Walmart insured 2 or 3 times. They should all the way up.
but you don't want to spend all your profits in insurance.
No. Walmart takes money from the employees to keep Walmart stock values up. And I said that a few minutes ago. They keep Walmart stock value up. If you work for Walmart,
they take money from the employees.
Yes, you have to buy stock
I
from
sure
Walmart.
wish I could get a Walmart employee on here to tell me that.
I tell you what.
Are they investing?
Put your money where your mouth is.
Walmart stock?
No,
Are
I
the
got
employees
$1,000 bet me.
Wait a minute. Are the employees
Bet
allowed?
me.
Are the employees allowed
No,
to
bet
invest?
me.
I'm not gonna bet you anything because I ain't no fool. I don't bet on things I
And I'm
don't.
not-
I
that's
don't
right.
gamble on things
You
that I'm
So-
not
You
sure
don't need
of.
to bet on something.
I
I
ain't
tell you.
sure on. I ain't gonna bet on nobody but Katie
No.
Lowe because I'm sure
Okay,
of her.
but no, you don't need to
Okay.
bet on me.
Okay,
So-
but
I'm
you
gonna
don't
take
tell.
care
Wait
of
a
me.
minute. I'm
Bet
asking you
me.
a question. Evidently, you know you had some dealings, or you know somebody that worked for Walmart. I'd like to know
I
somebody
do
that I can
taxes
call.
on people with stock in Walmart
But
all
you
the
just
time.
let me finish the question. If you know somebody that works for Walmart that I can call, and they can tell me that by working for Walmart, they take money out of your check.
Yeah,
For what? For their stock?
for their stock. You buy certain parts of the shares of their stock when you work with them.
But that's an investment for that employee. That ain't taking
Of
money.
course it is, Katie, but you're talking like they're losing when they go in the black community. If you work for them,
Wait a minute,
you're
John.
keeping them in business.
John, what I'm saying, according to the article that I read, and I went back to look at these stores that they closed, and I come to find that these are stores, okay? These are the same stores that they tore down, that they destroyed during the George Floyd riot, okay? I've come to find out that these are the same stores, okay? When I found out these were the same stores that they put back up, okay? That they put these stores back up. They didn't have to put them back up, but they did.
But they got incentives for that too, Katie.
Okay, so if you got a business and you're not making a profit, you're gonna just let that business stay in the neighborhood because it's a economically deprived neighborhood.
No, we're not saying that. We're not saying. I'm not saying that.
That's what you
I'm
just
not
told me.
even.
No,
What
I'm
are you
not.
telling me then?
I'm saying they're not making no money. They might not be making what they want to make, but they're not making no money. And for the consumer on here, me, I know I've been in business since 8 years,
Raymond,
and I have took a loss.
Tell me what happened to your business.
I have taken a loss. I have taken a great loss, but that did deter me from working in Chicago That
But
didn't
it
tell me
made
working in
it harder,
Chicago.
didn't it? It
You had
made
to
it
change.
hard.
You had to. You always right, and just like Walmart is worldwide. We small businesses. These people are worldwide, all over the globe. And what it was saying was they invest in the company, and the investment, just a small investment, Katie Lowe, keeps them thriving. And we don't see it, but it is. And to your point, I understand what you're saying. They tore the store up and doing a looting. Okay, we understand that too. That's understandable. So now I'm not anti, closing, but I'm saying at the same time, like Father Flager said, at no notice, nobody knew nothing until they showed up to go to the store and they said, okay, by the way, in 5 days, we out of here. Now the community, y'all had the community meeting, because remember, don't no stores come in any community without having a community town hall meeting. And the same way they had that town hall meeting to come in there, they should have the same courtesy meeting to let them know. Unfortunately, if we losing money,
I agree.
if I
I
lose
agree.
money, I'm losing money, y'all. So I got to go. But I'm gonna
I
give y'all 30-day notice. That's
I,
what that's what I'm saying.
I agree. I agree the way they leave in is kind of trashy.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
but all I'm saying to you, and I know this from my heart. If you're in a business, I don't care whether it's a mom and pop store or whether it's a store that Elon Musk or one of them, Donald Trump or anybody else on. If you're not turning a profit, if you're not making any money, you got to move along
Hmm.
Katie, can
But
I
it,
ask you to do something?
because your business, instead of it becoming an asset, it becomes a liability. And once it becomes a liability, you're gonna go bankrupt. You're
They
not
don't.
gonna have anything.
It doesn't work like that. Not with big corporations. It
It
doesn't.
may not work like that with big corporations because
But
they
that's what we're
move,
talking about now.
out the community
We
and they
ain't
go
talking about no
somewhere
real big
else.
simple stores. So another thing, please explain to our listeners what opinions is, so that I
Yeah,
want
this
to.
is my
exactly.
opinion.
Because
Because
apparently,
let me tell you a company. Let me tell you a company
No, please
who tried.
explain to our
You
listeners what
remember Gold
opinions is.
Blacks? You remember Gold
we
Blacks?
remember Gold Plus and Walmart. Yeah, I mean
No, remember
Woolworths.
Gold Blacks back in the day?
Yeah,
How
Woolworths. Yeah.
Gold Blacks would get in trouble. They would file bankruptcy and they would come back
Mm-hmm.
and open up
Mm-hmm.
another name, and then they work for a while and they file bankruptcy again.
Yep.
Okay,
That's their game.
but why do that? If you're not thriving and making the money, why wait every 7 years and go file bankruptcy? Just move
Well,
along.
that's been their game for the longest. They don't see no shame in it. We the ones see shame in it
They
because
don't
our
lose no
pride be
money
in the
when they
way.
file bankruptcy.
They use that. They use that all the time, Kayla. I'm talking about they use that all the time. I don't care what happened. They could have made $2 billion, and then the next year they might lose $1 million or $20 million, and they gonna file for bankruptcy. That's their thing. That's their thing. That's how they do that. You know. But like Professor was saying, let them know this is called opinions, and it's like assholes. Everyone got one, so so the listeners won't think that we're just rambling. This is our opinion. We're entitled to it, Craig. And me and Mr.
Okay,
Kincaid, we
I want
have businesses, right?
okay. I
And we
want
we we thriving. So you need
I
to,
want you
you
all to
know,
know that. Okay, Raymond wants me to make sure that everybody knows the name of the show is Opinions.
exactly,
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. Okay,
exactly.
and today I'm playing the devil's advocate.
That's all it is. So don't get it twisted.
So
See, but that's good. That's how good our show is
I
because
don't
we
want
got the
anybody.
viewers and everybody in, and we like y'all churning in. We're not mad about
I
that.
don't
But
want
just keep the
anybody to
concept
get
of the show,
upset with me, but I just want to give people something to think about. I want
and
to tell
that's great.
I want to tell you that when a business move in your community to help you out, respect that business.
No,
And it I beg your pardon.
That's it. No,
Okay, respect it. Okay,
no, businesses
Right.
don't move in the
don't
community to
sell
help
more
you out.
on the corner than
No,
the cashier can
businesses
bring
don't
up.
move in the community, in the black community to help them out. They move
Huh?
in the black
Mm,
communities to profit.
mm.
That's what they come in
Yeah.
there for. They come in to make profit. That's what they know, that the money out of the black community gonna be spent somewhere.
Well, they
And
were
if they
making
move,
money. Listen, they were making a profit in the white community because we was all driving out there
they
to
make a
Walmart.
profit in the black community as well.
I mean, listen. Have you ever noticed that when you go into the store, they ask you what's your zip code?
Yeah, because they know they got you. They got the thing called they got red line. Do you
So
know
you get
either people
rewards and all that old
line?
crap.
They
The
got
first
red
thing they ask
line.
you, they have your zip code. They want to know how
Yeah.
much you have out here.
No,
Okay,
that's
they
when you
come
told
turn
me
on
about
it.
when you told me
And,
about my insurance company. That's what I meant when I said that I had already overpaid them because I'm red
Huh?
line. When I walk in the store, black red line. A State Farm charge me more money than it would a white person.
Of course. I mean, I
So
pay
what?
more
So you
money.
supposed
It's
to,
because they
that's supposed to
red
be
line.
acceptable? No.
Of course they
And,
red line. They red
and
line
so
because
they don't move it in the black community to help us out. You can't name a business in
okay, listen.
America that's
Let's
made
be
to help
honest.
no black
Come on.
people out.
Let's be honest.
go ahead, Katie. Be honest. Let's be honest.
Come on, let's be honest.
Okay.
I can take my car out there in the suburbs where my niece lives. I can leave the damn doors open and ain't nobody gonna go in it. Let me leave my doors open right out here where I live at.
So you
Well,
think
let me say this, Katie
I
Lowe.
let me leave them locked.
You
Let me
used to
not
be
turn the
able.
alarm on.
You used to be able to do it in the suburbs, but I don't know as much no more. I don't know about the suburbs no more. But you used to be able to do it, and you can leave it, the doors
Suburbs.
unlocked and don't worry about it. But not so much no more, Kalo. It's over with.
I mean, I can't be angry about it
But
because I had one of my Jaguars stole right downstairs from my house. And, I'm not gonna get on here and gripe about that. You suck it up and you take care of your business and you go ahead and I'm gonna drive another one.
and
But
that's
I
why
got
you
shit on
insured.
them. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, but let me
But
tell you something. Let me tell you something. Those insurance premiums are very high.
It
what
don't
with
matter.
Katie Lowe? You talking to somebody who lost $355,559.79. You know how much my premium was? You know it because you know me personally. And so you know how that hit my pockets. But at the same time, it didn't deter me from doing what I needed to do. But
Listen, listen, until
I had to move better. I had to move smarter. I did. So
and
I
that's what
agree with you with
Walmart
that.
said. And that's what Walmart said. Walmart said we have vested here for 17 years. Y'all tore it down. What was that in 20? When it was at 2020, we put it right back up. It's 2023, and y'all still in us blind.
But now, the only thing I'm gonna say to that, Katie Lowe, is what was the agreement? See, that's the whole thing. We all probably missed that because we
That's
all got some good points. But what was the agreement when they came to the
And
black and
guess what?
brown
When
community?
when wait a minute, they came in 2006. In 2020, when they built it back, do you know they didn't get any? They didn't ask for no money from the city.
they didn't have to have none.
I'm just saying.
Look,
You
Okay,
when they first come to, excuse me, you are unvilifying villains, first of all.
I can
That's
have
it.
my opinion. You
And
can
so
have
that's
yours.
your
now,
opinion. It's your opinion. Your opinion. Okay, okay. Go
no,
ahead. Go ahead.
no,
But
I
that's
ain't
a
got nothing
fact.
against
When they
for
built
doing it.
those,
But
when
you
they
take the
built those
Walmart, making
stores
them
back
look
that they
like
tore down, they didn't ask the city for no help.
they don't need to.
But
I just got to tell you, they insure triple. They got insurance of their insurance of the insurance.
because the loss, the profits and the loss game, that part,
That's
right, Kalo? Now,
how you gonna
when
walk up in the bank and tell
So
them
how
they
many
lose the
times do
money?
you think that they can? How long can your business keep writing off profits and loss?
As long as you got a major corporation with other businesses that are profiting somewhere else.
Yeah, but somebody gonna suggest to you maybe you need to move.
And you know, and that may be true. But
Maybe you need to close that store.
what I'm looking at now, what I'm looking at is what the conversation was, and it was a great conversation. Let me say that for one, and that what was the see, that's what I'm looking at now. So I'm going from that. I want to know what the agreement was because one, it had to been some type of agreement because I don't see Father Flake ain't been out in a long time. So it's got to be something that's going on if he comes out. So it's got to be something. Now I'm not saying they don't have they that's their opinion. If they feel like and that's why it's called opinions, right? It's their opinion. They want to leave. They don't care what nobody say. That's their damn opinion, and they feel like they ain't making no money in the black and brown community. They finna pull out and go. But on the flip side of that is too, like Professor said, they didn't come to save us. They came to profit off us.
Okay, and so another thing I think we're overlooking, there are incentives that granted to these companies when they move in high-risk areas. So there's no telling what kind of millions of dollars have been invested in incentives, tax incentives over the years for Walmart to be where they are. And and it goes in a number of years that they make the agreement for. And I would be willing to bet if you read the initial contract, they're running at the end of the contract that they made and pulling out at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me, so your opinion is that if you had a store in that area where Walmart it was, if you had a couple of businesses and you weren't turning a profit. Ooh, I like that. I like this. Insurance doesn't make stuff free. Hey, I like that one.
No, it doesn't. We're not saying it does,
I like
but it
that one.
does cover. It covers,
free.
but it covers it. So that's the whole thing. They're not going to listen, Lowe. I'm not going to your neighborhood, right out west where you at. I'm not coming in your neighborhood not prepared, knowing where I'm coming to. This is what we're saying. We're not saying about that. Now let's keep it real. I'm not coming in there knowing that it's not. I know what I'm coming into. Just like they know when they come into Rosen area and all the other areas, they know where they're going, and they saying in order for us to do this, this is the incentives that we're looking for. And then the city and the aldermen and all them get on, and they say, okay, we'll accommodate you, and they make it look like they really doing something, but they really not, Katie Lowe. If you look at we got to go look.
Wait. They didn't do anything?
Huh?
You saying they didn't do anything?
No, because what they bought.
What did they employ?
What they bought? How many?
They
might employ about 10 or 20 of us. They might employ 10 to 20 of us.
For over 17 years.
Huh? No, that's what I'm saying. This was an agreement because you got to remember. That's what I keep going back to. The agreement is what are you going to do for the community? And they sit up and they set down their rules.
But is the community going to agree not to come in and rob you blind?
No. I'm not against that, Katie Lowe. I'm saying with the agreement of the contract, when you came in, sat down, you said you was gonna do X, Y, and Z. Okay, and this is why it wouldn't be no outrage if everything was perfect. What they did, it wouldn't be no outcry because all the food deserts. All our only deserts it is in the black and brown community. You don't see no other deserts nowhere else. They got plenty of fruits, vegetables everywhere in every other community than the black and brown community. Okay, now if you don't want Walmart in there, then let that black man get in there. I bet you they won't get no business contract for that. And I'm done with it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's all I've really been trying to say is that Walmart corporate people are smart enough to make sure that Walmart doesn't operate as a loss, even when they're losing in the inventory area. Because at the end of the year, they have the option of writing it off. And as far as what's making something free, Ain't nothing free. Brother, whoever you are that's writing up, let me see what your name is. Craig, ain't a damn thing free in America. So whoever told you that, you need to tell them they lying.
Say what now? I missed some.
Ain't nothing
thank
free.
you.
Ain't nothing free in America.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
That's my
Expecting
opinion.
concessions for union construction workers and wages that would be at least $1 an hour higher than retail monsters Walmart wanted to pay. Chicago unions and their political and community allies finally agree after 6 year campaign to let the Behemoth build a store in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The pact announced June 24 calls for Walmart to erect at Pullman Plaza. This is the Southside community, now predominantly African American, working poor that became world famous for oppression of workers in the 1890s. Let's see. Wake Up Walmart, National Campaign, food commercial workers. The standard could bring living wages to Walmart workers, it said. They're responsible for a lot of job loss in areas, so they gave them some jobs. After years of demanding more, property retailers, we have reached that point. We have received more guarantees, wages, community benefits, construction places. Starting wages at $8.75 an hour. Project labor agreements. A $20 million Walmart contribution to community economic development.
They always say all of that. Economic development and holistic development. And all of that. Everybody use that in their language when they write their grant applications and stuff like that. But
okay, I'm just saying if they had an agreement, okay, that's great. But I'm just saying, if you have agreement, fine. But they didn't agree to allow people come in and rob them blind.
No, anywhere they go, they have a risk of getting robbed. If they got to store up a Grand
You know what? Y'all
Boulevard.
just think different than me. I mean, I'm a little older than y'all, but y'all think different than me. Y'all got some young mans. I got an old man.
No, I ain't
Because
got
if
no
I
young
got a
man
business
either.
and you come in and you steal me blind, my buddy's gone.
It's white collar crime in America, and it's brown collar crime in America, and it's blue collar crime in America. The white collar crime steal more money than the brown collar and blue collar people.
Combined.
They take millions of dollars at a time.
Okay, all I gotta say, and y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all listen. Okay, come on, let's be for real. Y'all know I ain't lying. Shoot. Before I get in the store, shoot, I be done bought my groceries on the corner. And at Christmas time, you know, you ain't got to go in the store. You got your Christmas shit. I'm just playing. I'm playing devil's advocate.
And it's a good show. It's a good show.
But this is the truth.
What's at the core of what's going on here? They know that the unions here are going to force Walmart to do something that he's never wanted to do. Walmart's a southern kind of store. You know, they thrive in places where there are no unions that can make them pay fair wages, or to take the restrictions they have on their employees off, like what I just been quoting to you over and over about them requiring their employees to buy stock in Walmart.
Well, I'm a union person.
Well, I'm just saying the union wouldn't allow them to do that openly here and freely to the point where it's comfortable for them to make sizable profits. Because Walmart ain't losing no money.
That's what you think. That's your opinion. Walmart's opinion is that they are not.
Walmart's can lie just like
Walmart's opinion, and I read it. They said they're not turning a profit, and that was a nice way of saying. That's a nice way of saying that y'all robbing
them. No, Donald Trump said that he is a billionaire on one hand, but he don't pay no income tax.
Don't bring. bring Donald Trump into my conversation.
How come I can't bring
I
him
don't
in?
even want to talk about
I'm
him.
trying to show you he's white.
Because you trying to
He tell lies about
make
profit
me
like
lose
the other
my
folks.
show. You trying to make Mark Zuckerberg cancel my show. So don't you even try. Just bring Don
Well,
into my
if he
show.
cancels,
Don't
if he
make
cancels the
bring
show,
that man. Do not bring him into my show. Because you're trying to make me lose
I'm
opinions.
sorry.
Okay.
Every week I'll be trying to get you canceled.
I know, but you know you should not mention that
What
name
you
on
probably
the
need
show.
to do is fire me tonight.
You watch this here. You fast. What you say,
Fire me.
Yeah, of course. I love my crew. I love my crew.
Because they know I'm telling the truth about these folks. They crooks.
but just don't bring his name into the show. You know, not him. You talk about anybody but him.
He's a good example.
I'm Walmart tonight, and I'm here to tell y'all I moved my shows. Wait a
You
minute
can't
now.
go.
The show is almost over. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm Walmart. I moved. Listen, y'all tore my stores down during the ride, and I built them back up, so you wouldn't be in a food desert. Not only did I build them back up, I even built back a little medical center, a little doctor's office for you. I even built a little academy for you. Okay? And the city didn't give me no money. It was a total investment for them to come. And then you wouldn't treat me right.
Let me
Wait
speak
a
to you,
minute. I'm
Walmart.
gonna let you have your say. You wouldn't treat me right. You stole my shit. You sit on the corner and you sold it. You wouldn't let me turn a profit. Okay? So I'm taking my stores and running out your community.
Oh my God.
That's
And it's
okay.
funny, but
No,
that's
hey,
exactly what they did. They took their profit and ran up out of there.
And
that's
guess
right.
what?
And then
I'm
you
not
telling me
looking back. I'm
you
not
telling me
looking
they
back.
leave it at a
You
loss.
would drive, listen, you would drive to another neighborhood, and guess what they're going to say? May I have your zip code? Okay. The
It's a
show is
cold game.
almost over. Y'all give y'all opinions so we can get out of here. I sure
It's a
got
cold game.
Okay.
Go ahead, Professor.
Okay, first and foremost, not first and foremost, I've been talking about it all night. No corporate conglomerate that operates, they out 3 years, basically, as a rule, at a loss. And then they close down after then. They don't keep going. Because even the Internal Revenue Service want to know why you keep operating if you ain't making no money. Okay? So the next thing is, if they was moving in the community to help everybody, like since we're talking to you, Walmart, since y'all moved in the neighborhood to help everybody out, why you got so many homeless people laying down the street? Why y'all throwing away good food in the garbage dump behind your stores? Why you got charity people in my charity groups going to Walmart executives saying, okay, we'll salvage the food if you don't throw it away. And they tell us we can't have it to feed the homeless with. Why you do that?
Wait a minute, but
No. Why you helping people doing that?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. And I'm gonna correct you on it because you're a professor and you know why they don't give them that food. Go ahead.
Pardon me?
You a professor and you know why they don't give them that food. You know why.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Because they ain't moving in to help nobody.
No. That is not it. Go ahead and finish.
Yes, it is it too.
No, it ain't. I know why it is.
If you look, President Clinton cleared what you getting ready to say up. There's a federal law that covers what you getting ready to say. And
I know why they don't. I know.
No, they don't do
finish.
it because they don't want to do
Go
it.
ahead and finish.
Sam Walton and them didn't want it done.
Go ahead and finish.
Now, case number 3. Never accept anything at face value, children. because it's never like that. Anything people put up, if you don't go back and check it out, you will never know the truth about it.
Go ahead, Taylor.
Nah, don't you have something to say?
I'm gonna holler at Walmart in a minute. Go ahead.
Okay, listen. Because I used to feed the homeless way before. This was back when I was traveling the bus with CTA. That used to be one of the things that I used to do. I don't know why. I just used to love to go to the shelter and make sure these people got a hot meal twice a month. Okay. And it was not something where I raised money for it. It was just that my sister basically paid for the meals. And the area that I live in now, I met some senior citizens who were nice enough that they would cook the food. And I didn't have a 501(c)(3). I wasn't working with a 501(c)(3). It was just something that I wanted to do because I would see those people getting stuff like, I would see them getting stuff like cold meals, and I felt like they needed a hot meal.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it upon myself to cook them a hot meal, and we went and got steam tables and set them up on the street twice a month. And we fed them hot meals, and at Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and stuff, we fed them special meals like dressing and turkey and different things. There were a few stores who took me at my word and just listened to me talk. And you wouldn't believe all this. I could go in, walk in the store and just shop for free. They would just give it to me. They didn't care about no 501(c)(3). I told them what I was doing, and all this told me just go into the store. Okay? They had already talked to that manager, and I could just go in there and get stuff. Okay? But when I would go into certain places and ask for food, it was against the law for them to give me this food that I was asking for. They couldn't give it to me because if I fed somebody with that food and those people got sick, that's a lawsuit. Okay? That's a lawsuit. Now, if they go dumpster diving, if they go dumpster,
a lawsuit against who, Katie?
So she's saying Walmart is saying if they gave us the food to feed the homeless and somebody in the homeless got sick, then we could sue. They could sue Walmart.
That's right.
That's not true.
Okay. You know.
Well, I'm gonna say now. Listen, I play devil advocate with you. I'm with you, but they did me like that too. You know, I've been feeding the homeless since 2009, and they did me like that.
Okay.
I don't know if they're right or wrong, but they did me like that and told me.
This is what they told me. They say if they go dumpster diving and get it, they ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
You went away from the point I was trying to make, but it's okay. All I'm saying is if they move into the community to help people, they have enough resources that they throw away to help people. It ain't just the food, it's everything else. And so, you know, it's to me, we're sitting here rendering an opinion truth. The travesty of the matter is this. Older people who can't go and get places to get their medication, folks who are helpful, who really don't have any way to get around, because things are kind of convenient and they move in, they're the ones who are going to suffer. So should their suffering be taken into consideration and given any value enough to try to salvage a relationship with the business that's a multi-billion-dollar corporation anyway.
And they won't keep being a multi-billion corporation if they stay over there and they're not turning a profit. Okay? They will not. They won't stay in that position. Okay, Raymond, come on here. Come on, Raymond.
So,
Raymond. You ain't. If you keep chopping at that tree, sooner or later that tree is gonna fall.
No,
So
ain't enough black folks stealing stuff in Chicago
If
to put
you keep,
Walmart out of business.
okay, come on, Raymond. Come on, Raymond.
so on the retail consumer side, this is what's happening. Okay, it is a profit and loss column, right?
That's
But
right.
going into it, we already analyze what the profits we can lose and what we can gain. We're gonna get what we can get, and then we're gonna get out of there. And that's exactly what just happened with these four Walmarts. And this is my opinion that just happened. Once they got to the plateau, Katie, Professor, where they thought that they could make any benefits off of it, then they say, okay, we're closing. Now, what I don't agree with, and they're entitled to do that, but what I'm saying, my disappointment in that is, why didn't you have a meeting and say, look, we did the profit and loss margin, we lost more than we gained, so unfortunately, we're going to be closing in X amount of days. I'm saying, Katie Lowe, if you
I
pulled up getting your right, and you getting your medicine, and you get your medicine there all day, every day, and you pull up there and they say we closing in 5 days. 5 days. Now that just sparked a whole outrage. Now somebody else see it, and that's how everybody came. That's why they got the media and all that into it, because they're saying, "Damn, you gonna give us a fair notice?" Even at the job, you got to give people 30-day notice or 2 week notice or something, 14-day notice, right?
agree.
But
One more
since
point.
you're in the black and brown community, I
I
guess
tell
they feel like they ain't giving no notice. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
one
tell
more.
you one thing they did. I tell you one thing they did that I liked. They allowed all of their employees to transfer to another
Hmm.
store. They didn't let nobody out. They didn't tell nobody they was laid off. They said you can go to another store. And what
Okay, that's
Okay,
good.
about that?
what happens when you
Okay.
transfer, Katie?
Huh?
What happens when you transfer to another store under the same name?
What happened?
I mean,
What happened
to,
to when
to
you?
the stock that you bought.
I didn't listen. I didn't know that they made them back stop.
No,
But
no,
guess
okay,
what?
no.
I'm
Just answer
when
my
I
question.
get out here tonight,
That's right.
I'm gonna
And
call Shonda. I'm gonna call Shonda Briscoe and find out because she worked for Walmart. Cause I'm sitting up here thinking, and I said I'm gonna call Shonda Briscoe. Wait a minute, let me hear somebody say. What this? Let me put my glasses on. Oops, because they're getting ripped off now. Imagine if they tell the criminals they have 30 days left to steal. Mayhem.
See, that's what I'm
All
talking
right.
about.
All
That's what I'm
right.
talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's their opinion. That's their opinion.
Okay, but I'm serious. We're going to close in 30 days. Okay, just Walmart. Man, can you imagine what happened? Listen,
But
listen. I don't know if you saw it on Facebook, but I'm going to put this video on my page, and I'm going to tag you guys in.
no, don't tag it. It's
Oh,
gonna be
a
on my
lady
page.
stealing a 65.
No, don't put it on my page.
I said
No,
what?
I'm not
don't.
putting it on your page. I said I'm going to tag you in it.
No, if you tag me in, it's gonna be on my page. I told you
Well, I
that.
won't tag you in it. I'll tag
Okay,
Raymond
so
in it.
that's right.
Because
Because you put me
What's
on
going
there.
on?
I want you to see this lady stealing this 65. This 65-inch TV. She falls
Hmm.
on the ground. She loses her shoe. But guess what? She got the TV.
Hmm.
65 inches. Okay?
Hmm.
So all I gotta say is maybe
Well, the only reason I say don't
maybe
tag
the
my
way
page,
they
my
left.
page is a musician's page.
Okay, I won't tag you. I won't tag you in anything anymore. I promise. I will not tag you in anything, not even
Thank
a
you.
So
show. I won't do
listen.
it. I won't do it.
So
Mhm.
I mean, they're gonna do what they do. Now, what we need to be doing now, and it's just my opinion, we need to be seeing how we can buy into that and
Into what?
reopen that store. The store.
Huh? I ain't got nothing.
No,
All
I'm saying that's a.
I got enough for me to live out of. I ain't got nothing for nobody to take from me. Okay?
And this is just my opinion. That
I agree with you. You
we
better
need to get.
find some
We
rich
got to
people
start.
with some big money.
Right. We got to get somebody in our store. I'm talking about as a black community. So that
Yeah.
way
Mhm.
we ain't got to be worried about no Walmarts and Target and all that because we know what they come to do. So, and it's a glimpse of hope. Okay, it looks good for the time being, but like you said, when the money go down, they out of there. They're just like a cheap hoe and a broke nigga. When the drugs gone, I'm gone.
And another thing, see, they benefited from the COVID. I bet you they got millions of dollars for those
Oh
stores.
yeah, they did. They played that role good.
Yeah.
And every
Say what
store
you
that
want to say, but steal from me, I'm gone.
oh,
My name is Walmart. I'm from Arkansas, and really I am. Steal from me, and I'm gone.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
we'll see what the next saga is
I know that's right.
because they're
Okay.
gonna be battling for a minute.
Listen, the name of this show is Opinions. And like I say, my name is Katie Lowe. And you know my saying. Opinions are like what? I'm trying to find my
Asshole.
listen, I have had so much fun. I'm trying to find my song. So I won't get in trouble. So I won't get in trouble. Let me put my glasses on. Y'all know I can't see. My song is up here, but I keep looking at Keith Sweat. And I know I can't
Walmart.
play no. Oh, there it is. I know I can't play no Keith Sweat. But the name
No.
of the show is Opinions. My name is Katie Lowe. Listen, we have had a good time this evening, and I have truly enjoyed playing Devil's Advocate this evening.
Yes, yes.
I was afraid to do this, but today my name is Walmart. I've been here along with Professor Kincaide and author activist Raymond Richards, and
hmm
we will see you. I don't know if we're gonna see you Friday, but I know doggone well we're gonna see you next Monday.
Well, we're
And
gonna see you Friday. Gotta see him Friday because the people been killing me. But
okay, well, I guess we'll see you Friday. Well, Raymond will see you Friday.
because Walmart ain't coming on my show.
But okay, but I will listen. I will see you next Monday right here on Meta, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Spreaker. And who knows what the topic may be? But I tell you what, if it's juicy, it'll be right here. And I'm
hmm
gonna say good night. Have a great week. And my name is Walmart. And I'm moving out the neighborhood. Bye, y'all.
Hell no, you can't go. Hell no, you can't go.
Good night, everybody. Peace and love.
all I'm gonna say to
Good night.
Walmart is go
What you
on
say,
and take the
Professor?
money and run.
What you say,
I said,
Professor?
go on, take the money and run,
Go
huh?
on, take the money and run.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good
Peace and
night.
love.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.